Good evening, Ranjit.
Hi, good evening.
So, yesterday, do you have any issue?
No, I was shifting from Dubai to Abu Dhabi. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, okay. So, yesterday we have discussed regarding DSM editor. So, I'll just quick through that again once again, so that
Yeah, sure.
so that will be easy for you. Even though I have updated my video in the system, just look into it once again. But still, I'll share some of the things. So, where's the file? Yeah. So I hope you got enough idea towards what is the regular expression and all. So, but still, I'll explain some of the things once again, so that it will be quite easy for you to understand. So, if you wanna, yesterday we have discussed towards how to set up an. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So the question is, if you wanna pick up something like dates, so if it is something like this, so it is 1990, or there are multiple conditions where I am giving various options. Space March 1990, and there is something like 23/03 slash 1 slash 1990. So there are the three conditions. How can you set up your, and something like date, now is the time, along with the time I am giving. So time used to be in like this, it used to be like this only. Date, hours, minutes, and 30 and 15, and it used to be some 03, or you can say here it is 3:30. Okay, I am 3:45 and 02 seconds, like this we used to get. So for this, how can we set up our regular expression? By default, I said for the digit it is D, and we use, and for the W, that is for word, that is we can use for word. So here it's quite easy. You use D, and there are two number count is two count. This is one, this is second one. So you can use, there may be chance of 1st March also. There may be chance of 1st March 1990, it may be possible. So what I'm giving, either one or two. I'm giving digit count either one or two. Okay, that means it may be a single digit, it may be a multiple digit. Okay, now there is a dash. You used to give, very, it's common thing, dash again D. It is word now. It is a March used to be, if you are starting from Jan, March, Feb, and anything, there is combination of 3 letters. Okay, then you give W, just give one, sorry, 3 directly. Why? Because this is the only 3. Jan having 3 letters, Feb having 3 letters, till December you used to have 3 letters only. Then I give dash again, and this is again year also. In generally it used to be 1990, 1991. If you are starting from 1000 to 9999 year, it is something like in 4 letters only, and it is quite tough if we may reach more than something like 10,000 ahead. So we are giving generic 4, and there is a space. For the space, what should we give? We should give something like backslash S for space. S for space. Okay, and that again digit, the digit may be of again 2 digit, that may be 1 or 2. So I'm giving backslash digit 1 comma 2, and there is a colon, we have to give colon as it is. Again digit, again there may be chance of two combination, either it may be single digit, it may be multiple digit. Again the colon, again there is the same, till 99, 60, up to 60 only, but still we are considering 99, 1 comma 2. So there is a chances of, this is the standard regular expression for this. So to pick up this kind of word, so these are the, if you don't have any reference, then you have to start up with like this only. There is no option for you. Why? Because you have to choose something as your standard format. in a log. So likewise, if you see in our logs, I'll show you something logs. There are some specific here we can say these are the combination. See, device time, we have this device time in every log, every you can say every event. See, the category we are getting every event in every event, and the same format device time format we are getting every event. And this is the prototype. What is the prototype? What is the severity type? What is the source? So these are the combinations. So we can consider these are our startup points instead of starting from here. Okay, so like that we have used some of the things to set up our IBM NIPS DSM editor by using some of the events. So we got some unknown logs yesterday, so I'll show you that again, a basic unknown logs, so we can come to know. So I'll stop, add a filter, source or destination IP is something like 192.168.10.111. So I'll go back to yesterday's time, with around 3 days back. So I got some stored data and there are some unknown logs. See, if you see unknown logs here, see, so first to set up our don't mind. Yeah. So the question is now arising how to set up our basic thing is first we need to find out all our unknown logs first of all, and it should be comes under sim generic logs, and we have to understand the logs first of all. So for that same, like I have taken and I understood that these are the source IP, these are destination IP, and find out some specific categories, and there is a source port and destination port likewise. And I said on the start of the sessions, after the date whatever you are considering, this is our log source identifier. This will be used our log source identifier, and I'll use this as my log source identifier in DSM creation. Whenever I am going to add logs, I'll use 192.168.10.111 as my log source identifier. So I'll select some of the things like this. I'll select some of the events and I'll go to action. I'll set up DSM editor. Once again, Nikhil, it will be even revision for you. So we can create a new thing. That's a new DSM. I'll start up with here and I'll set up IBM NIPS. I'll go back. I have already set up. That's the reason I'm not typing. And see, if you go down this, we'll get NIPS DSM. Now select. So here we'll get some of the destination IP, event ID, event name. So we have parsed some of the things. See, destination IP. If you see the destination IP, by default there is nothing. See, if you uncheck this, see it's not picking up anything. So I am changing the override. See, I am adding some behavior here, and see, this is my regular expression. DST is equal to, why? Because DST is my reference, then is equal to, and I am picking up dot star question mark of this one from here to here, and till space, still space. See, so like that, even I override the behavior of destination port. See, destination port and is equal to till I am taking as my reference in every event. If you see in every event, that is common. DST port is common, but the port is variable. So I am picking that variable port only. That's the reason I am picking whatever available over here between DST port equal to and the space, whatever in between. So I am selecting like this. So I am using here $1. Why? Because I am selecting first capture group. That's why here it is $1. But in a regular custom properties, we used to give capture group is a 1, 2, 3, 4. But here we need to give variable, that is $1. Okay. And at the same point of time, if you go and see category, event category, even I changed that event category. I did not pick anything from event category. I just picked that space, and here the format string I have given something like IBM NIPS, so that this category, this event ID, these both will be used to create our event name. So event name should be something like, we cannot directly create the event name. See, you won't get any event name option. See, you won't get any event name directly. For that, what you should do, you should map the event with event ID and event category, both the things. So we will create that. So first I picked up some NIPS. So here what I did, just understand the scenario. I am picking something. It's not mandatory what is my expression. For the event category only, I am not picking anything. I am picking one space, but the format string I am giving as IBM NIPS. Why? This category comes under IBM NIPS. That's the reason I am giving. Okay, just it is changing to IBM NIPS. All, there is nothing. There may be space, whatever it may be, I am picking, but the category should be something like IBM. And you can give anything here. You can give only NIPS also. So from here onwards, the event category will be NIPS only. If you want to give anything, the same similar name to anything in each and every category, in each and everything, if you consider this event category should be NIPS, then I give like this. Event category is NIPS. Always people used to give, if it is a security log, Microsoft security log, they used to give MSCP, Microsoft security, LG. And if it is something like FSecure log, event category should be FSecure, and like that they used to find out. But the ID, event ID is something like, we have to find out something unique. We have to find something unique in each and everything. So here the event ID is used to be like, see, I am not getting any event ID for any event. See, but it's not something like there is no event ID for some of the categories. So what we used to do, we used to pick up the kind of event name only, something like event name only. So that's why I captured this HTTP unique password. So shell command injection. So I pick as event ID only to create event name. How to create event name, we'll see. We have even parsed everything. So once the parsing was complete, I'll show you how the parsing was gone. So I added something, admin in log sources. I add this one NIPS and I edit this, so you can come to know what happens. See, the log source name I have given something like this to identify myself. Description you can give anything. Here the log source type, I have created the log source as IBM NIPS, that's DSM. So this type is using as from there only. If you add, you can again, you will get, I'll show you in a new one. I'll close this. See, add IBM underscore NIPS. Suppose I'm giving the same name. Here if you go and see, there are so many DSMs, and one of us is I have created, that is IBM NIPS. See, so like that, and by default it is giving syslog undocumented. Why? Because there is no DSM. We use DSM editor to resolve the parsing issue, so that's the reason we are, by default it's coming as a syslog. Now the identifier, this is what I said, after the date and time whatever it will show. Here it is showing some IP, that's the reason I am giving the same, and leave it everything, leave it as it is. If you are having some another collector, then you use the distributed collector, else leave it as it is. Just save. After saving this, you need to go for deployment changes. That's why I am not doing. So here it is already I have created. Now I'll run the same, I'll run the logs. If you see, I'll run the logs, then we can come to know. We can come to know now, and we'll go back and see in log activity and double click. I'll double click, then we can come to know. See, there are some NIPS logs. Now it is detected log source, and we are getting some unknown logs. See, here it is unknown logs. However, okay, then I'll select only that log source, then we'll get the best option. Log source indexed IBM, see this one, add filter. So now you can get it, last 5 minutes data, then you can get it. See, there are some unknown logs by default. Okay, it is detected now log source instead of generic log source. It is detected IBM NIPS, and even it is detected some source IP, source port, destination IP, destination, which we have parsed. But how to set up our this particular event name? So to make that event name known from unknown, we have to set up some event mapping for each and every similar kind of events. So if there is see, I'll show you. If the here we are seeing this TCP port, if you are considering this is a TCP port scan, we are getting, luckily we are getting the event name here itself. It is to identify. So see, sometimes there may be virus of different, so we have to type manually that there is a virus. Now we are getting some TCP port scan. By default we are getting easily, so that's why these are the, see, this is a TCP port scan, and the standard format is very similar. And if you go down, there may be some other see, there's a back orifice ping, and there is trin 0 daemon request, UDP port scan. So there is some activities happening. So we can consider this is our event name. So how to set up this event name in our DSM editor and to make system known from unknown? So to do that, we need to select some of the unknown events. First of all, I'm selecting some set of logs, unknown logs, and I go to DSM editor. Okay, see, we are by default it is coming that log source type. Now it is showing some of the data over here. See, event name, so event ID, event category, both are available. Event name unknown. So we both we need to combine these two to create this. For this we need to do event mapping. Okay, there is an option called event mapping. So see, there are some these are port scan. I am doing for, sorry, there are all the things are port scan, that's the reason. So I'll do one thing, I'll take out these logs and I'll paste my logs so that it will be even better option. So I remove this data, I'll add some of the available different data. So this is the backfire and all, yeah. So I'll copy from this to yeah, till this. Okay, I paste, I save, so that we should get at least different event IDs. So we need to create all those things. So see, there are some 3 TCP port scan. So if we combine these two, this will be TCP port scan. See, whenever there is a TCP ID, event ID with the name TCP port and a category IBM NIPS, the event name will be something like TCP port scan detected. I'll give the name like that. And there's a, see, there's a event ID is back orifice ping and category is IP, and then I consider that there's a, sorry, yeah, so I can consider this is a win trin 00 daemon request. So like that I can use these TCP Xmas Christmas scan detected, DNS null query detected. Like that I'll create the event name. Okay, so how do I create? First and foremost, to do that, we need to have the exact scenario. Yeah, so I need to copy this exactly. If it is capital, then you have to copy as a capital. Small is means small. So this is case sensitive. It is very much important. I copy this, and see, there is an option called event mapping on the top. See, there is an option called event mapping. Now I am going to add one category. Event ID is, as we have seen, wait, I'll show you. See, this is the event ID and event category it is asking. So first and foremost, okay, event ID is TCP port scan, and there should not be any space before and after this. And the event category was, what was our event category? Event category is IBM NIPS. IBM all small. See, if you are giving capital it won't work. IBM NIPS. Now we need to choose QID. So what we are creating a new event ID. For that we need to create a new QID event. So we need to choose QID. There is no option. So we need to create our new QID. How to create? So I'll just make it small. So sorry, it's very small. Yeah. We can also choose from, if it is there, we can also choose from available QID, but this is a new DSM we are creating. That's the reason I am creating a new QID. See, there is an option called new QID. What is this QID? We are attaching some QID to event name as well as one record in a database, so that whenever this category comes. So what was our category? Category is TCP port scan with IBM NIPS. We need to automatically, it will consider this is our event name. So now I am creating a new queue. What is the name which I am going to give for event name? TCP port scan detected. This is up to you. Whatever you want to give, you can give. You can give port scan detected, TCP port scan detected. There is no requirement. So you can also give the description if you have. So log source type, I have to select the log source type. What was our log source type? IBM NIPS. And this is a port scan. So we need to choose even high level category and low level category. See, our level category is recon. See, this is a port scan. That's why I am selecting recon. And there is an option called low level category. See, there is a host port scan. So there are options. Some options are there. If you know the kind of name, but it is a scan related, then if it is a virus related, then what will be the high level category? It is something like malware. If it is a DOS related, then it is a DOS. If it is a risk related, audit related, sense related, system related, suspicious activity related, see, there are so many options are there. So you can select one of the option. These are by default options are available. You can select one of them. Host port scan, done, you save. So it will create now one event ID. See, automatically is created over here, and it has alerted with one QID. This is a new QID which you have created now. Now press OK. As soon as you created, it will show here. The new QID record is this one, and what is the name? TCP port scan detected. What is the condition? Condition is with this event ID in this category, if detected, the name of this is TCP port scan detected. Press to create. See the now I'll refresh. See, whenever there is a TCP port scan with IBM NIPS, the event name is automatically detected as TCP port scan detected. See, now at the same point of time, see, it is detected. But there are another so many things available. So now I wanna go with a UDP port scan. So now you people tell me how to do again. Now you people tell how to do. I'll not explain. You people tell now. Are you there? Nikhil and Ranjit?
Yes, yeah.
Ranjit, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. So now the first and foremost is mapping is related to event ID and event category. So now I select event ID is a UDP port scan. Now first copy this and kept it ready with you. Why? Because this is a common name, so we can type it. Okay. First we need to do press plus to create a new event mapping. So we are doing a event mapping. Just press next. What is our event ID? UDP scan. Is that same? See, this is a UDP port scan. Okay. Now, what is our category? That is IBM NIPS. So now we need to choose a QID now. So by default there is no QID, we have not defined. If at all is there also, we don't require. We need to create a new QID for NIPS, because this is a new DSM. Events are new for this. Everything is new. That's why I am creating a new QID. So what is our QID? How to set up? I need to again make it small. Yeah. Here it is there. It is not showing. It's okay. I'll go back to again one more step down. Yeah. Here, see, this is a QID. See, there's an option called. You people are getting now. So just press QID. So now, what is our name? What is our event category? UDP port scan. So now I am giving the UDP. So first I am pasting the entire thing, UDP port scan, followed by detected. Okay. It's not mandatory. It is detected. You give any name. UDP port scan found. You can give anything. And even if you don't want to give anything also, it's more than sufficient. UDP port scan you can give. What is our log source? IBM NIPS. See, on the bottom it is there. So IBM, again high level category, it is a port scan. So I'll go up with recon. Recon is reconnaissance, so which is related to scanning. So low level category is host port scan. This is also, there may be a UDP, there may see UDP host query is there. See, you can select this one also. You can select UDP host query. Yeah. Now press save. So it is created now. See, now earlier it was 02. If you see properly, the QID is now 10225.003. Okay. Now press OK. Now press OK. Now press create. And see, if you see, there is a UDP port scan. See, now it is detected. So like that you can create your UDP port scan. So like that, if your event having suppose 2000 different kind of events, different kind of similar events. See, there may be UDP, there may be a firewall denied, there may be a firewall permit, there are so many events occurred in your firewall. You can say this NIPS. So for each and everything, if you are creating a DSM, means you have to map. That means you have to map. Now here there are only some of the things. See, there are something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, but in our real time condition, there used to be in thousands. So for that you need to set up each and everything. There is no option for you. That is the reason those who are creating for DSM editor and all, they are highly paid. This event mapping and the properties, whatever you are picking. And other than also here there are so many destination IP, destination MAC and everything is there. So if data is there, you can pick. If it is not there, we are helpless. So okay. So now I am going to add one more event map. So for one more event map, what I am picking now, I am picking DNS null query and same condition. So again I go back to event map. I am copying this, so that need not to type. Why? Because this is very much important. It is case sensitive, and there is a space now. See, if you see there is a space, you have to remove that space, and at the end also, if you see there is any space, you have to remove. And what is our event category? IBM NIPS. Choose a QID similarly. So I'll go back and reduce my zoom, and there is a new QID. DNS null query. So null query detected I am giving, so that it is even quite for me, easy for me. Log source is IBM underscore NIPS. High level category again. So it is recon query is related, so I am doing recon only. So there may be chance, see, there may be null queries there. No, you can go for host query or miscellaneous recon event, or you can do host query is good. Select host query. So this again, this is up to you. Whatever you are working, that will be the final. This is again, you should know the kind of event, what is the meaning of that event. According to that only, if you are giving, then it will give some sense. Else, if you are, it is a DNS null query and you are giving a malware, it won't give any related, so it automatically gives some other answer. So better you are creating something, means you should know what is the event standard. It is a host query, it is a, or you can say some attack, or you can say, you should know. So it is a recon host queries I am finding as I am understanding that like that. So you have to create like this. So once you do, see now DNS null query is also detected. See DNS null query name detected. With this event ID, with this category, we are mapping and we are creating a new QID. If you are going towards this, if you go and see the QID list, see you can get it. See, by default the 1 is unknown. See, by the default it is 1. If you see the 1, it is an unknown. See, by default this is 1025 1002 225 0001. This is unknown. This is the name of QID of unknown. If you are coming anything related to this unknown, so you can keep a unknown event as this one, and from here onwards you are giving the manual QID to your required event names. See, for TCP ports it is 02, for the UDP port it is 03, for null scan and all it is 04. Like that we have created so many QIDs like that. Like that you can also create one more. I'll finally create one more. This is Xmas scan. I'm going to create the last, and we'll see whether logs will throw with this event IDs or not. See, there is any space, no space. IBM NIPS, choose QID. See, there's a, it is IBM underscore NIPS, the log source category, and it is recon, and it is a TCP Xmas, that is you can go for host port scan. TCP port scan is there. Yeah, you can go with there. Now it is some TCP reconnaissance. Save, and now it is 005. See, it is 005. Now press OK and create. See, now it is also TCP Xmas. This is Christmas scan is also detected. Now save everything. If you don't save, it will not saved in this particular area. Just save and close the session. After closing, so we need to see whether this logs will now parsing with the event name or not. Right now the older will not parse. The new we should know the new, whether the new will be show or not. So we need to go for real time first, and I'll parse the log. Now I'll push the log once again. We'll see whether logs will throw or not. So now I'm parsing again fresh logs. See, so we need to where this is the real time. So now I'm waiting for the logs. We'll see. See, there is some UDP port scan and unknown. Unknown means it was not mapped. See, there is a TCP port scan detected, UDP port scan, DNS null scan, DNS null query detected, and is there any? Yeah, TCP Xmas port scan also we have created. See, like this you can create your map your events. See, if you want to know what is this, it is unknown. Now this is a combination. See, what is this? This is a HTTP Apache Clear Text DOS. See, here it is giving exactly. So now you wanna map over the period of time. You are now also still you are getting. See, it is now started mapping, and once you done the main one of the most of the things. Now just select these things only. What are the unknowns? This is a continuous practice. If you are working in a real-time environment, you need to at least do this kind of activity for at least say 15 to 20 days to regularize these unknown events to known events. So we found this unknown now. So we need to understand what is the unknown first. So this is HTTP Apache Clear Text DOS. Now just copy this. Sorry, here I'll copy. Now I'll also map this. See, this is and IBM NIPS. Choose QID. QID. So this is a DOS, HTTP Apache Clear Text DOS. So log source again IBM underscore NIPS. High level category is now what is it is a DOS category. So we need to select now, instead of scanning we need to go for DOS. There are options are there. This is a is there any HTTP rate kind of TCP DOS? You can go, it's a web service DOS. This is a HTTP Apache DOS, so we can consider this a web service. See, HTTP Apache is web service, that's why I am giving Apache service clear text is web service DOS. So now save. So it is creating 06 now QID. Now press OK or create. See, now it is detected. Over here in an event name it is detected, and there is some other shell command. If you see, this is shell command. So like that we can also what was it, shell command injection. So I am also creating this one more. Event ID is shell command injection, category is IBM NIPS. To make you people comfortable, that's why I am creating multiple event IDs. Create again, create a new ID. What's the name? Shell command injection found. You can say found, or you can say this is IBM again NIPS. What is the high level category? Is the injection model, is the shell command injection. So there is a penetration tried, or you can say there is a exploitation tried. Exploit. You see SQL injection is there. See, shell is a SQL injection. You can say this is shell command injection. So you can go for some other injections are there. Is there any injection kind of thing other than that? Yeah, code injection. There is a type of code injection. They want to try it. This shell command injection is something like code injection. You can select. So severity, if you want to change the severity manually, you can also change. Save. See, exploit code injection was there. So I press OK. Now I created. So it will understand now Apache shell code injection. So like that you can create your event name and save. Now whether that unknown will become known or not, we'll see. No, it is save and press OK. So now I'll again Control C. I'll run the same command to see. I am sharing that particular again generating that logs. So now I'll see then a real-time environment again. See, now it is shellcode injection found, HTTP clear text DOS. It is getting, now new logs are getting. See, unknown, there are again some unknown are there. So HTTP clear, Xmas, port scan. See, there are some now UDP port scan. So like this you can come to know what is the event name. So this is how we can create our DSM, and we can create our what can I say, our DSM editor by using unknown logs to known logs. So what are the things we have carried out? First and foremost, it should be under DNS generic logs, DSM. First we select some of the unknown logs like this. Consider these are the unknown logs, and I go to DSM editor and create a new DSM editor. Here you can create. If you don't want to create from here, there is one more option is there. You need not to create from here. Close this. There in admin also there